Happy Friday, traders. Okay, so midweek we mentioned a new theme that the market was starting to trade, and that was questioning equity market valuations. Are they too high? And especially, obviously, in the AI space. So that theme certainly is continuing. The market is certainly trading this. If we have a look at, for example, just a simple equity market valuation, like the Buffett indicator. Now, with the Buffett indicator, it basically triggers a sell signal if equity market capitalization is well above what the size of the economy, GDP, is. And in the US at the moment, equity market cap is 2 times the size of US GDP and the size of the economy. So the Buffett indicator has been saying that equity market valuations are way overvalued, too high for some time now. Anyway, look, Nvidia, that's been the market leader. That is basically had floated all equity markets globally. There's no way they'd be trading at those record highs if it wasn't for this stock. It's down 8% for the week now. So not having the best week. So look, I'd watch this stock very carefully. It is, as I said, it's the market leader. It's the general. So if Nvidia keeps selling off, I would not be buying the dip. Anyway, one market I do like a short for is locally here, the ASX. Just technically, got a nice double top there. We haven't hit the neckline yet. It's a very big double top, so certainly if that breaks, it could get some decent move out of that. Anyway, look, yeah, definitely at the moment, need to be a bit careful on equity markets. The other thing weighing as well is obviously the US government shutdown. It's now in a record government shutdown. Who knows when this thing is going to break? Could be this weekend, or it could keep dragging on. But in any case, certainly it wasn't a drag on the market before, but certainly now it is starting to weigh. Okay, moving on to Bitcoin. It's not having much fun. Beginning of the week, we had a decent sell-off, big sell-off in Bitcoin, and actually traded just below 100,000. Then we got a bounce back up to 104,000, and now it's back down towards 100,000. So a bit of a dead cat bounce for Bitcoin. We said it before, but the big level to watch there is 98,000. If that does trigger, look, there's going to be stop losses below there for sure. It's a technical level, but I can imagine that we might have another liquidation event, and potentially we could see market sharply sell off quickly back down towards 90,000. So look, I think at the moment that is the obvious risk. So yes, cheeky short Bitcoin. Moving along, commodities, gold. Gold's had the spotlight for quite some time. Hasn't had the spotlight so much this week. It seems as if it's just trading sideways at the moment, that it's just consolidating these lower levels after the big sell-off. And it's sort of in a 100-point range, I'd say. So around that 39, 20, 30 area up towards 40, 20, 30 area. A break of either side, I think I'd go with that. But in the meantime, if you're range trading, we're still getting some decent daily ranges. And again, yes, it is just been trading sideways. As far as the US dollar is concerned, look, we've had a couple of decent weeks, and dollar index has traded up to 100. It's backed off a little bit there. That's a psychological level, a bit of a technical level. So if it does break higher from 100, then obviously the outlook's going to be a whole lot better. But we've said this before. The currency market's been pretty boring last 5 months. The dollar index has been trading in a wider range, like from 96 up to 100. There hasn't been a real big directional move, so still waiting on one of those. But at the moment, bias is probably still steep with dollar longs. The other things working, we are trading risk off in the markets. That continues. Risk crosses are going to do well. So the obvious risk cross there is Aussie yen, short Aussie yen. Anyway, look, it is Friday before the weekend. Obviously, we are trading risk off. So respect that, and be a touch careful. We've got volatility sort of creeping back into the market as well. Anyway, good luck with your trades. Have a great weekend, and we will catch back in with you next week.